So the paranormal people that are coming said that they set up in the garage and that they first send in 2 investigators to walk through the house. And then they said they would probably bring Hauser in the house after that and watch what he does and see if they can pick up on anything through him, because he sees the most activity in the house. This is the room where he'll come in and meow and go running from the room. When Dylan came to look at the house, when he came back here and saw which 2 rooms he had, he didn't like it. And he tells me now, he didn't like it.
I just get a weird feeling. I remember whenever we first went to look at the house, I walked in these 2 rooms, and I just said, I don't like the feeling of these rooms. And she was like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
The red dots mean there's a high level of whatever activity it is that it registers. And it'll just spit out words like that. Now, sometimes it's completely random, but we've been places where it hasn't said anything at all, and it says if it doesn't, then there's just no activity. That suggests Evangelina, which that name's come up a lot. Lauren, that name has come up a lot.
But this, you know, this is about the towers, right?
Yeah, it's a death place. Were we there before too?
Well, I remember one time I was in the bathroom, in my upstairs bathroom, and I looked in the mirror, because I was at an angle, and I looked in the mirror this way, and in the reflection I could see in my room a lady in a red dress. Yeah, that was a little much. That's it.
Well, then you turned around.
Oh, yeah. Well, then I looked back, because it was just like a glimpse, and then I looked away and looked back, and of course she was gone. That was it.
And he never told me, because he didn't want me to think he was crazy. And so it wasn't until we lived there for years and we started making reference to the ghost because of all the crazy activity in the house that he finally ended up saying that he had had this ghost thing that he saw.
A lot of stuff that happened.
The shadow of this ghost type woman. And some people that have looked at it think she looks like, like an old, black woman holding a baby, or this old Indian woman. People have their own perceptions of what they think it is. So evidently, you are not supposed to take a broom with you from one house to the other, because something about whatever spirits you've swept up attached to the broom, blah, blah, blah. You're not supposed to take the broom with you. My mother made reference to that. My mother was not very, she didn't believe in a whole lot of extra anything. But she'd say you're not supposed to take, with bad luck, take the broom with you from one house to the next. And when we first moved in here, and I had talked to a friend of mine and said that we were already having activity in the house, he made reference to, did you get a new broom before you moved in? And we didn't. And I think I'm concerned at the fact that if there was anything here and then what we had before, if that's here now, then, well, there's a lot. This is the blue room. This is where my son and his friends say that that's the ghost thingy talking. I'll turn the voice off. That's where my son and his friends say that they feel like something's always watching him. And I actually just recently found that out. And obviously it's blue because I ended up painting the wall blue and the decoration of it. So the other day, and it was just recently that Dylan had told me that, he felt like somebody was watching him in here. I used to love it in here, and now I'm kind of freaked out by it. See, the blue room's connected to the kitchen. And of course the kitchen is where the first picture that I took was the one that had the little orb and stuff over it.
Little ghost, what I'm scared of most. Can you scare me up a little bit of love? I'm the only one that sees you and I can't do much.